Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you haven't been here before. Today I'm doing a fall look inspired by the likes of Monica Bellucci. I want to get into that really beautiful smoky eye, a little bit heavier in the makeup, something that's sultry but not overtly sexy, just that very Italian look, effortless but still quite apparent that you put in some effort, if that makes sense. So let's go ahead and get started. Now I've already moisturized, I have my foundation on. Just wanted to skip that step today. I think it gets a little boring just watching me put my foundation on the same way every time. So using just my usual foundation, Giorgio Armani. Now I do want to warm up my skin a little bit. I'm going to start off with some blush. This is Love from Rare Beauty, probably my new favorite. This one is a deep brick red. If you're fair, you want to use just a touch of this. It goes a long way. The deeper your skin is, the more you can apply. And I'm using a nice big flat brush to blend this. I don't like the way the Beauty Blender feels with this blush. I find a foundation brush is really the way to get it. The most natural, feather the edges, so you're left with a very natural looking blush. Next, I'm going to go in with my bronzer. This one is Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. It is a beautiful, fairly pale, if you compare it to my hand, matte bronzer. It is not to be confused with the Too Faced Chocolate Gold. You see, this one is a little deeper and it has a shimmer in there. That's good for some things. For this look, we do want the matte version. I am applying this with a fan brush. Just defining those cheekbones. Always like a little bit under my bottom lip and on the jawline, and of course a little on my hairline, mainly because I have a fairly big forehead. And let's just brush a tiny bit along the nose. This is a very subtle color, but it gives just a little bit of a contour. Now I'm going to skip the concealer for today. I don't feel I need it. This did enough of a contour for my face, and I don't have anything that I really want to cover up. I'm sure if we get close you can see a couple little blemishes, but I'm not going to worry about those. I don't mind them peeking through. So let's move on to the eye area. I'm going to lightly fill in my brows with this black brown pencil from Secret of the Pharaohs. And now we can move on to these eyes. I'm going to bring out my Better Than Chocolate palette from Too Faced. And this one is a go-to. It has all of these beautiful nudes and browns, as well as some pops of color that I admittedly rarely use. Now I'm going to start with Buttercream as a base color. This is almost the same as my skin color. having a base is just like having a nice blank canvas, just in case there's discoloration or some veins showing through your eyes, anything like that. You can use an eyeshadow primer, it's totally up to you. Now let's get to work on this smoky eye. So I'm going to go in with this slightly deeper color. It is called Nice Buns, and I'm putting this across the outer 2/3 of my eye. And then I'm going to go in with this nice shade of brown, bitter half. I'm still using a small fluffy brush for this. Normally I'd go for an angled brush, but I do want this line to be thicker. And that's going right beneath the lower lash line. And now I'm going to bring that line up right where a winged eyeliner would be, and then connect it right into the crease here. And now we can blend. And now we are starting to get that beautiful, almost wide-eyed, smoky look that I think a lot of us associate with many Italian beauties. So now I will switch down to my angled brush. I'm going for this deepest shade of brown called Brownie Points. And with this, I'm going to start my liner. So I just want to bring this all across my lash line. As well as the bottom lash line. And as you can see, this provides, it's not a thick line, but it really does change the look of the eye. Makes it a little more narrowed and sultry, mysterious looking. I am going to bring this out again, right as we would a little wing. Now I'm just switching to a fluffy brush. This one is on the opposite side of my angled brush. It's flat but fluffy, and I do just want to smoke that line out a little. So now let's add some eyeliner. I'm going to use Absolute. This is the insanely black flex brush. And just very beautiful thin tips there. And just going along the lash line here. I don't want to overpower the smoky line. I just want to make it pop. This is almost like a gradient of colors, and it really adds that beautiful depth, and I think that really makes the eye look more mysterious, having all of those subtle, gradual colors. I am going right in my waterline for this. And then just very gently following that little line that we've made earlier. Not all the way. Again, I'm stopping just a hint of a line and letting that shadow do the rest of the work. Now this next step is optional, but I'm going to add just a few little false lashes to the outer corner to really emphasize the eye. If you don't like false lashes, you really don't need them for this look. It's just a little something extra. Alright, now that those are in place, and I just put three little clusters on the outer corner of the eye, and I think it just adds a touch more glamour to the look. Again, you do not need these. And then let's just finish with some mascara. And now let's finish off with a lip. I'm going to line mine in the color chocolate. This is a brown but with reds in it. It's from Italia Deluxe. Next, I'm going to use the L'Oreal lipstick. This one is Le Wood Nonchalant, color 133. Again, this is also a brownish shade with still some pink undertones. And then on top of this, I'm going to go in with a nice red. This is Show Off from Revlon. And it just takes that really bright red and gives it a little more depth. What this look is all about. And here we have it, the smoky, sultry, Italian inspired eye. And I love a look like this for fall. And I hope you enjoy this one as much as I do. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next tutorial.